Stadium, Baton Rouge. There's nothing quite like a great rivalry matchup in college football. The bitterness, the intensity, the lifetime of memories that will come as a result of what we're about to see in this one. It's the Auburn Tigers and the LSU Tigers. We stay the State of Paul again. Jesse Palmer with you. Let's say hello to our friend Holly Rowe on the sideline.
Thank you, guys. I did check in with the Auburn head coach before the game. He understands both teams are in the top 25. Both teams are quality with a lot of talent on the rosters. But he believes this stadium can make a difference. This crowd has proven to be one of the best in college football. They have been pumping in crowd noise all week at practice to make sure they are prepared for this moment. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. Can't wait to see how this one unfolds. Auburn will kick it off to get things started. Fielded in the end zone, it's Wilson. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Motion from the wideout. Quarterback signaling to his guys. Running inside. It's Berry. Works his way into the traffic and picks up 3 to the 17.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They move the chains. They mark it at the 29. Death Valley has a well-earned rep of being intimidating. It is nice to be the quarterback, to have everything on your side.
And have everything quiet. It's the loudest place by far that I ever played. I mean, for an entire game, they are on their feet, yelling, screaming. Now listen, we can't play all the words they're yelling, Reese, but they are an intimidating crowd.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. They give it to him again. He's got enough. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line.
And man, you don't have to be a great play caller to give that guy the football, right? Like, feature him. The offense goes through him. You got to love this running back. And he just finds a way to make those chunk plays like he just did, setting the tone. And Palmer, sometimes the defense, they need to see you for a second so they realize how fast, how powerful, how good you are.
Yeah, and the defense said all the right things leading up to this game. We're focused on stopping the run. We want to be the more physical team. We're going to make them one-dimensional. Well, you just got to run down your throat early. Everybody has a plan until they get punched in the face. So for this defense now it's time to show up. You got to bow up now and start doing something.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Caught in the backfield. It's Harris. On the move at the 30. Down to the 26-yard line before they ride him out of bounds, and this defense is on its heels.
And man, that's not a surprise that they come to their go-to guy early. This is an offense that's so much fun to watch, and it's because they know who they are. They know how to get the ball to their playmakers. And on the first drive, Palmer, get your guy a touch, get him involved. You know receivers got some feelings, Jesse. I love that they're getting him lathered up and touch early in this football game.
Yeah, he's definitely one of those guys who feels like he's open every single play, so it is a good idea to get him going early. For the defense, that's a bit of a jab in the face right there, because you came into this game, you know who's going to get the ball. You know where they're throwing it. You've got to do a better job now disguising your coverages to try and limit him and take him away as much as possible.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Off play action. Fires to the wideout. On target over the middle. Defense knocks him down immediately after the catch, but now they're facing a goal-to-go situation from the 7.
There's so many offensive coordinators script those first 10 to 15 plays. Well, his has been gold. Great first drive, moving the ball down the field, now set up to punch it in. A first and goal situation. Opening drive masterpiece.
If you're going to stop the run game, you better be physical up front on the defensive line. They've got some ballers. They've got some dudes with bad intentions. Nice play there.
Drops back. It's Slevin. Way off target there.
And you've got a golden opportunity here now on 3rd down. I know you just threw an incompletion, but you've had a really nice drive to start this game. You want to cap this thing off, and you want to do that by scoring a touchdown. So think about who your best playmakers are and who needs to get a look on this critical 3rd down. Whether you're running it or you're throwing it, the best players touch the ball right here.
So this opening drive finds a bump in the road here on 3rd and goal. Looking to get it in. He'll be stopped right there. They threw it short of the goal line, and now they've got some ground to cover on 4th down.
Well, in that 3rd down play, they're just trying to get it to him quickly to see if he can do something with it after the catch. But this is a defense that takes pride in their ability to tackle in the open field. That was a fantastic job of rallying to the ball carrier inbounds and getting him down, now setting up 4th.
He splits the uprights. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0.
And he'll take that first drive. Like, you wanted a touchdown, but you gave the people here at home something to cheer about on that first drive. Move the football enough to get your kicker an opportunity and to put 3 on the board.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. First play of the drive, he'll look to throw. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Well, the defense watched film last week. They saw this running back catch multiple passes, and that hasn't been the case today. They are clamping down on him, always aware of him, especially in the passing game, and so far they've taken him away.
As Holly mentioned earlier, this home crowd can create a huge advantage. Brown will throw it. Out wide right, it's Singleton. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38.
That wide receiver on the outside is dangerous. When you're playing zone coverage, it's really hard because you're not chasing him. You can't really get hands on him. You got to make sure you send more guys his direction. Maybe slide those linebackers toward that wide receiver so you got a little more help on the outside.
You guys have both played in rivalry games, so what did you do to keep yourself locked in during that week of preparation, David?
Well, you try to keep your emotions in check, but it's really, really hard to do because a lot of times the hatred is so strong. The emotions are so real. The coaches get super tight, and they start talking about things, Jesse, so you don't just treat it as another game.
No, it's hard to handle the anxiety leading up to those games, not just because of what it means to your season, but because of what the fans are saying, what your coaches are saying, what your family and friends are saying, understanding how important those rivalries are.
3rd and long, a lot of ground to cover. From the gun, wants to pass. Picked off. A rare misread and mistake from this quarterback. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. So they've put up some early points and now to build on this 3-0 lead. They'll go to the counter. Turning it on. He's at the 10. Touchdown LSU. He found some open space and turned on the Jets.
Sudden change situations are so interesting. interesting because oftentimes in that kind of instance, you get the ball back on a turnover and offenses are trying to take a shot looking for the home run touchdown. But that time they just turned around and handed it off. It was a more conservative play call, David, but it gave them the same desired result.
Well, and it's kind of crazy. When you force that turnover, everybody goes bananas. The sidelines going nuts. You get a little bit of extra juice, and then they hand the football off, and everybody does their job. They capitalize on it. Momentum swings happen so fast in college football.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. From the gun, it's Cobb. Good, solid run on that one as he gets it up to the 33-yard line.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
8-yard pickup on first down leaves them with second and short. Right back to it. They went right back to him, and this time the defense was all over him. Nothing to show for that run. Guys, LSU has the lead here, and they jumped out to that edge early. As we wrap up the first, let's take a quick look at our game stats. Going to need to step up to make sure this one doesn't get out of hand as the second quarter is about to get underway. This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on third down. Bush is ahead. They tried to go smash mouth on third and short, and it did not work against this defense.
Yeah, and it's been tough sledding. All right, this offense has really struggled to move the football, and this game's all but over. But here's the thing, man. Thank God you don't play this defense every week. And let's continue to work here and find something we do good and build maybe a little bit of momentum so next week we play a little bit better football.
They'll get down and put a stop to the return at about the 28-yard line. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. See some running room. Defense there to stop him after a 2-yard gain to the 31.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your run.
Here's a give to Durham. Gets it to the 42-yard line, and that's a first down.
Man, this guy is so scary when he has the ball in his hands. He kind of reminds, he's got a little bit of Leonard Fournette. He's got a little bit of Clyde Edwards-Helaire, you know, just that shake and bake. And when they get in the second level, DBs just don't seem to know how to tackle this guy. You don't want to submarine, he might hurtle over.
Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31.
Oftentimes with play action, you're asking the quarterback to hold on to the ball a bit longer, and you're asking this offensive line to hold up and pass pro a bit longer. Against this athletic front seven on defense, it's going to be tough.
And the Tigers trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Back to throw, it's Levin. Fires it down the seam. And incomplete on the deep ball.
This offense really is putting themselves behind the 8 ball right now on this drive. Sack first down, just thrown an incompletion, so third in California. Defense knows you're probably going to throw it. What can you dial up here?
Coming to the line of scrimmage on third down. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22.
Well, these 4-3 defensive ends that can get pressure on quarterbacks, they get paid a lot of money in the National Football League, and that's why. When you can get out of your stance and win it around the edge to get to the QB, not many guys do it as well as that.
Looks as if LSU will line up to punt it away. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. Well, what that punt lacked in height, it made up for by being short. And they'll mark this one dead at midfield. Tigers sending out their offense ready to get this drive started. We'll see if they can be a little more productive this time around. A 3-and-out the last time they had the ball. That's caught. It's Cobb. Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the first down, but a good gain on that play.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
After the 9-yard completion, a wide-open playbook on 2nd and short. They'll go to the air. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
A good job by this defense. Great job in the secondary. Eyes on the quarterback. They took away the first option, made him go to option 2, made him go through his progression, and then they got time to get home and get a hit on the quarterback.
They are calling for their defense in Baton Rouge. A huge 3rd down coming up. Brown wants to pass. Makes the grab. 3rd down conversions are huge, and they've got one, and they're at the 35. 3rd and short, and I guess the only thing they really took out of play in the shotgun was the quarterback sneak.
Yeah, and that's kind of what I like to do, Reese. I mean, 3rd and inches, I want to run the quarterback sneak, run the football, but this team fully comfortable throwing the football, and you see why. Easy pitch, easy catch, 1st down.
The Tigers getting set on 1st and 10. Fresh set of downs going up top. Out wide left, it's Singleton. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Auburn. Lining up for the PAT. And with the extra point, the lead is cut to 3. It's 10-7. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And the score comes on a 35-yard pass for 6. From deep, it's Wilson. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Tells the run, wants to pass. And the incomplete pass had a lot of juice on it. They don't need a bunch on 2nd down. Scanning the field, it's Levitt. Timed that hit perfectly to keep him from making the grab. It'll be 3rd down.
And the big tight end, a lot of times that's a bigger strike zone, a bigger dude, and you could tell they put the hit on him, and that ball came out, and it came to the turf. Nice job playing physical by this defense.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Right side, it's Green. And with that effort, they pick up a fresh set of downs. They have it at the 34-yard line.
Well, on a lot of 3rd downs, tight ends can be a quarterback's best friend, but especially this guy. I mean, he's got a unique skill set catching the football. He could be the primary target, not just on this offense, but on offenses all around the country as well. And on that 3rd down, really nice route, gets the separation, able to make the catch. They pick up the first, and they keep this drive alive.
Lining up from the 34 on 1st down. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Berry. Pushes ahead for 1. It's 2nd and 9.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Before they snap the ball on 2nd down, timeout is called. They'll get together to decide how to play this 2nd down. Long way to go on 2nd down. Kept the last one on the ground. Now they'll throw. Got a man in the middle. And a big-time grab there. Knocked down immediately, but not before he gets it to the 40.
Well, we know these are two very highly recruited guys, a quarterback and a wide receiver, and they've experienced their lumps a little bit early this year. Still figuring out. The timing hasn't been great between them, and that's a big reason why they've already lost a couple of games early this year. But it just takes one. It takes one game for everything to just click. And if these guys can hook up a few times in this one, get that confidence, that mojo going, you just get the feeling this offense really can take off.
The Tigers come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. Oh, he's got some space. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
Well, he was able to gash him on that play. You just give this guy 1 inch, one little crease. He puts his foot in the ground, and he gets north fast.
And the Tigers back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Makes the grab down the middle. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening. Timeout called by LSU. That's their 2nd. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Sets his feet. It's Levin. Here comes the heat. He sacked this defense all over it. The Tigers spin their 3rd and final timeout. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half. 9th play of the drive coming up, but this one will be tough. 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Rush right in his face. That one will be incomplete, and we are down to 10 seconds to go.
And the offense got themselves in a tough situation. 3rd and long, so hard to execute, especially when the field starts to shrink. But the good news is they got a field goal in their back pocket.
And this one is perfect. The lead now 6 here in the 2nd.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Waning seconds of the first half. Let's see just how aggressive they'll be. Fresh center downs going to the air. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13. And we are headed to halftime. Both squads headed into the locker room to make some adjustments. Gives us an opportunity to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football Studio Update.
Guys, let's get it started here. Week 6 on what's already been a revealing day here on the EA Sports College Football Update Show. We kick things off with Arkansas taking on the number 19 team, the Northwestern Wildcats. And it's the Razorbacks with one of the truly dazzling offensive displays we've witnessed this season. They had a scoring answer every time they needed one, and win a fireworks-filled football game. And I guess what they can take away from this one is they're back to even, 3-3 on the season. Here now, some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now.
Brown will throw it. They'll run the screen. And that one looked great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time.
And that's a really good play by this defense because you want to run a screen offensively when they're blitzing. When they bring pressure, you can throw it right over the top, get it to them, get some space, but they stayed home just enough there to make the play and get the tackle for a loss.
One high and deep down the left side. Intercepted. Got some room to run. At the 20. Steps out of bounds right at the 17-yard line after the pick.
I tell you what, it puts you in a tough position when you're backed up inside your own 20 trying to come out. But when you're a defense and you can force a turnover and you already set your offense up in scoring position, they are going to be extremely happy, and that offensive coordinator is going to look extremely smart.
They stop him behind the line of scrimmage. He ran through one guy, but not through the rest. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Straight ahead, it's Berry. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle.
A lot of times you see these defenses, man, they pull the run blitzes. They understand the formations. It might be a run, play the percentages, and then you got to deal with the big defensive tackle inside. So more bodies near the line of scrimmage. Everybody's got to pick him up, but they didn't block the most important guy, the big fella right in the middle.
Throws to the wideout. Looking for the goal line. Works his way to the 4-yard line, and they'll have it 1st and goal.
You got to be impressed by what you just saw from this offense. They're already in the red zone, right? The coach is telling the quarterback, be smart, don't do anything crazy with the football. We can't turn it over. We're already in field goal range, and he's like, no, man, I got my...
Touchdown, Tiger! And they take it in for 6 more points.
This guy just has a nose for the end zone, and you love his ability to find creases, use his speed in the open field, and go score. He's been really good for his offense early this year. That already his 5th rushing touchdown on the season.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And he made the extra point without problem. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they finished it off with the score from the 4. From inside the 15, here's the return. And he'll be stopped. The return gets it out across the 25, stopped at the 26. The Tigers send out the offense to go to work. Last drive ended with an interception, and they can't afford to have that happen again. Brown wants to pass. Left side, it's Nimrod. He found plenty of room, and he gets it to the 39-yard line.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
That kind of play will send a surge of energy through your offense. Now they've got it 1st and 10 inside the 40. Fresh set of downs going up top. He lobs one high down the left side. And it's picked off for the 3rd time today. They make the stop right at the 10-yard line, but oh, what a turn of momentum with that interception. The LSU offense comes out to start this drive. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. They'll start on the ground with Durham. Dropped immediately. He got nothing on 1st down.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Out wide left, it's Durham. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs. Tigers come to the line on the heels of that big pass play. Find space, it's Barry. Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40. The big pickup on first down leaves them with 2nd and 1. That one just came off his hand badly.
Well, this defense knew coming in they were going to see some RPO and they were going to see some quick game. A nice job there taking the throw away from the quarterback.
Now staring at a 3rd and short from the 40. Drives inside. Really nice job there to pick up the first down and get it to their own 41.
That has got to feel good if you're this offense picking up that first down by running it, because we know the struggles they've had this season, particularly on 3rd down. So to come out here, run the ball, keep the drive alive, let's see if they can generate a little bit of momentum.
And LSU starting to get that passing attack cranked up.
And this is a unit that typically LSU is as good as they are at quarterback. We know they're going to be physical. We know they got athletes all over the field. But when they get really good quarterback play, those teams are really special.
The defense wins that one, and the offensive line was challenged by their coaching staff coming into this game to try and get push up front, establish the line of scrimmage. They're going to have to do a better job running than that if they're going to win this one.
Caden Durham again. Tackled almost immediately. Not a whole lot on that one.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
That'll be enough for the first down as they mark it down at the 31-yard line.
And you're seeing on this drive, man, a big part of the reason why they've got the lead. Like, they've been so good on these 3rd downs. Another 3rd down conversion where they dial up the right play at the right.
And with the pressure on him, the quarterback goes down, and we've played 3 quarters here. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. So the final period starts with a 2nd down play. Now on the counter. They're just trying to flex the muscle. They get him down at the 34 after a pickup of 4.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. 4th quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand. So long as...
A shot toward the end zone. Oh, and he dropped it. He had a touchdown right in his hands and couldn't hang on. It'll be 4th down. And this kicker is turning into old reliable. He's already knocked through a couple today. Looks as if this will be a 51-yard attempt. And that is no good. After the missed field goal, this lead's still sitting at 13.
And sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man, just go for it every time. Like, the field goal miss-make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
Auburn's offense headed out to go on the attack. Things had not gone the way they had planned, but maybe an opportunity to salvage this bumpy ride so far and avoid the upset. Gliding to the right, still trying to make a play. They get him on the ground, didn't see anything downfield, but made a little something out of it.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center. Nowadays in football, you can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
Brown will throw it. Extending the play. He'll pull it down and run. They drop him at the 47-yard line, but he'll have plenty to move the sticks.
Well, you just get the feeling, too, that if they're going to claw their way back in this game, his legs are going to have to be a factor. What a great job scrambling that time. Nothing open. He didn't panic. He saw some green grass. He was able to get outside, away from the defense, get upfield, pick up the first down. That play is going to help their momentum. They need more scramble plays like that from him.
Snap on first down, wants to throw. Oh, he's ready to take a shot. Couldn't hang on to that one. This defense has already picked off 3 passes, almost had the 4th. It'll be second down.
Now, I understand the sense of urgency for the offense now because you're trailing here by a lot in the 4th quarter, and you're just trying to take a shot to see if you can get on the board and get some of this momentum back. But the problem is the defense understands that, so they're playing coverage, and they're doing a good job on the back end. Nice job forcing the incompletion.
Second and long here. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Just can't pull the trigger, and the quarterback is sacked at the 41.
Well, the problem for this offense now late in the game, trailing by a bunch of points, is that the defense knows they're going to throw the football. And right now, offensively, they cannot protect the edge. You saw the speed coming from the outside. He was able to get to the quarterback for another negative play.
On third and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down.
Third and long situations are really hard to convert. The defense knows it's going to be passed. The pass rushers are getting upfield. You're under pressure. You don't have timing. And as a result now, fourth down.
Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. Fourth down attempt coming. He wants to go deep. Another interception. That's his 4th of the day. Going the other way, and he's got room. The 20. Touchdown, LSU. What a play. Not only the interception, but the great return for the score. They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row. Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And the extra point right down the boulevard is there now, up 20 in the 4th. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So here comes the Auburn offense. Weeks like this are tricky, but you have to respond better than they have, and I would expect they'll take a major hit in the rankings next week. Nice play by the defense to jar that one loose.
Well, this has been a day to forget if you're this quarterback. And I got to be honest, guys, I'm surprised he's still even in the game right now because he's had 0 rhythm. He hasn't been accurate. He's thrown a ton of interceptions. Most coaches would have pulled their guy by now. I know the guy I played for back in college, he would have pulled me about 2 interceptions ago.
A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on second down. Here they're trying to get to the edge. Picks up a useful 5-yard chunk out to the 30-yard line.
Yeah, this offense is going to try to run the ball and do it in a variety of ways. You'll see zone reads. You'll just see straight downhill running. They'll get the toss play going as well to try to keep this defense on their heels.
This is where you make the money on the drives. Ball at the 30, it's third and short. He'll try to get to the marker himself. Hit and dropped in the backfield. He'll lose 4.
Yeah, and this offense, man, they just continue to struggle. And just They need to find something that they do really, really well, and running the football late in the fourth quarter when you're getting beat by a good bit, that's probably not it. This offense needs to hit the gas, and they need to pitch and catch a little bit and throw the football around.
Down by multiple possessions, you can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on, and his 5th interception of the game, a miracle they haven't pulled him yet. How about that, making a play and setting up your offense inside the 40 at the 39. So the LSU Tiger offense comes out to start this drive. And after that interception, things quite comfortable. Big lead, clock winding down. They should be able to take care of business here. Driven back.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
He'll be brought down quickly after a very short game.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
How about that defense getting back there? He'll lose a couple. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they have this game in hand right now, but we'll see just how aggressive they want to be on offense.
And you hear about run blitzes. This is exactly what a run blitz is. When you know the ball's coming up the middle, you want to bring those linebackers, get them closer to the line of scrimmage, and fire. Right when the ball snapped, he's coming downhill, doing a good job creating the loss. That linebacker really knew what was going on.
They booted away on 4th down. They call it a coffin corner kick for a reason, and you really can't do it any better than that. He puts that thing out of bounds right around the goal line. Their own end zone nipping at their heels as they start this drive from their own 2. From his end zone, trying to loosen up this D. Great job to separate the ball from the receiver there.
I would not want to be the offensive coordinator right now. This offense has a hard time completing the forward pass and making plays, and now you're down, and they know to rush the passer. They know the pass is coming. I'm not sure what the answer is because this offense is just struggling in the passing game.
Can't hang on after the hit, and it'll bring up 3rd down.
And I absolutely love what this defense is doing, man. You know exactly what time it is. You've got a big lead. They're going to have to throw the football. So more nickels, more dimes, bring the speed on the field, and get ready to play the pass.
Standing in his own end zone, looking to throw. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on.
Well, the defense came into this one knowing if they stop the pass, they win the game, and they have done that. Their guys have won one-on-one on islands. They've been able to get to the quarterback. They've been mixing up their looks. They haven't even allowed 100 yards passing in this one, and that's why they are way ahead here in the 4th quarter.
They make the stop on the return, but there is laundry on the field. Let's get the call. So it's 1st and 10 after that costly defensive penalty on 4th down. Quick give. It's Cobb. That may not look like a huge run, but they'll take it as it gets them up to the 24.
And winning 1st downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on 1st down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in 2nd and short, not a good job by this defense.
Turns up, it's Cobb. They knock him down, but not before he picks up a 1st down for Auburn.
I just love quarterbacks that aren't greedy and that aren't always trying to throw the home run ball, right? 2nd down, you're in your own end of the field. The guy you want to throw to is not open. Just find the back. He'll go do something positive with it. This guy is a weapon, and you got to find him in the passing game.
And he throws another interception. Looking for more room. Touchdown, Tigers. How about this defense taking one back to the house? No season doldrums for these guys as they push out the lead in Week 6. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And they did tack on the extra point. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Brown wants to pass. Setting up the screen. Pickup of 5. It's now 2nd and 5.
And this offense is going to have to find more explosive plays. And it can't just rely on the dink and dunk. It's going to have to find itself and score more points. Listen, they got beat up today. But moving on in the future, they've got some good pieces. They got to find a way to fit them together, create.
And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. He picks up the fumble, but they'll blow it dead right there. And remember, at this stage of the game, the only person who can advance a fumble for the offense is the fumbler.
That ball carrier is very lucky. That easily could have ended up in the hands of the defense. You have got to do a better job of ball security.
I know both of these teams were ranked, guys, but it really seemed as if they weren't on the same level in this game.
I think that was a pretty good statement game for these guys. I mean, you're ranked higher, you're more talented. A lot of people point to this game, possible upset, two really good teams. Jesse, they made it clear. There's only one really good team. It was them. They were the favorite, and they just made a point of it.
You're right. Not all ranked teams are created equal. One of these teams is a college football playoff contender. The other simply is not. And that demonstrated itself today. The higher ranked team